Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to chapter 4. We're going to try again after yesterday not having a whole lot of success with the servers messing around. I know today they seem a bit stable, but I haven't had the chance yet to actually get into the game myself. So we're going to see how things go now. So hello to everyone. Great to see you all here. Great to see you back. As always, streaming on Twitch and restreaming over on YouTube or vice versa, depending on how are you looking at that? Hello there, Merkel. Hello there, Silma. Nice to see you. And John Tolen. How do you know which rocks can be blown up while mining? Oh, excuse me. There are some indications on that on the scanner system. Maybe we'll have a look at that in the video at some point. Hello there, Strawberry. Galactic Overlord, hi. And Alden Appleby, thanks for joining and helping out there. Nonna, great to see you back again. So, what are we going to do then? Oh, we've finally got the ASP here. Let's put it that way. I'm in the correct ASP. Yesterday we was back and forth in a lot as we kept getting disconnected, and hopefully I've actually got the right keybinds now. So, I did want to try and map somewhere around Shinrata Desra. I think a lot of people wanted to do that. But I suspect we are miles away from being able to do that now, as I'm sure it's all fully mapped now in the last 24 hours. People will have already gone for that. I haven't seen any export-import stuff on the Galactic map yet, Overlord, so we'll have a look at that when we get out the station here. Hello there, Xavier. Well, we're a bit too high there. So the plan today is to check out the new exploration stuff and have a look at the... Oh, what's the price of the Phantom? We could have had a look while we was in the station, but we're already out. Yeah, we're going to have a look at some of the exploration stuff and some of the codex as well. And I've still got my landing gear down. Game sound seems a little bit loud there, doesn't it? Let's switch that down a little bit. Let me know if it's too quiet now. Hopefully it's just fine. Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to do, map near Obsidian Orbital, but I was in completely the wrong location for that, and there's no chance of getting out that way anyway. But we are heading out in that direction because I want to get near some of the nebula to see if there's any stuff that we can actually find. That sounds really interesting, Xavier. Hello there, Stonson. Alright, let's have a look then here on the... No, actually, before we head out that way, let's have a look here on the codex. Reason for why is because I know there's already been some discoveries made around this way. Okay, so obviously we're here in the Inner Orion Spur, in your soul and all the rest of it. So we're going to have a look. No, we don't want to look at stars. Tell you what, one thing I haven't figured out yet is how many, oh no, M-type star, M-type giant, M-type supergiant. These are reported. I guess only one type of M-type giant could ever be reported, otherwise we're going to end up with a massive list here. Alright, you had a bit of good luck there yesterday then, Nonna. Nice. So we don't want planets. I'm not going to worry too much. Oh, look at this. Q-type anomaly. Hoping there'd be something like this nearby. Draconis 115. So this is actually quite nearby. We haven't seen one of these yet. It's a Q09 type anomaly. reported by Alunius, a high-energy phenomenon comprised of a bright core radiating hazy light with a ring of clouds. Never seen anything like that before. So the codex actually directs us to new discoveries. This has been reported, but not yet confirmed. Confirmed when I actually sit. It's actually very close by. Look at those stations under damage. I'm going to go over to this in a bit as well, because I want to see what the burning stations look like with the new graphics. But for now, we're going to head over there and see what this new anomaly looks like. They haven't reset exploration data checks, as far as I know. Yeah, the new exploration's great, Elite. Definitely one of the best space sims out there. Probably the best space sim. Johnson, yeah. Right, so we're heading out in that direction. It all seems a little bit quiet here, so let's go for this. So only a couple of jumps, very quick to get to, and we're going to track down that Q-type anomaly, something new to see. Now how's that music? I've adjusted the balance since yesterday, so hopefully it's not too loud. So I'm not sure how much difference there is between just scanning the system and getting a surface scan of the planets and then probing the planets. I'm not sure how much extra credits actually probing the planets adds. Probably a fair good chunk. I'm sorry to hear your system can't run X4 Revolutionary. I think it's one of the best games out there at the moment. Having a lot of fun with that, and I'll be live streaming it later this week, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, thank you very much, Chegs. Appreciate that. Thank you. Whoa. I think crash stuff comes under xenological and other such items, Dave, but I'm not entirely sure. Well, thank you very much, Phil. I appreciate that. Thank you. At Google, I don't have a squadron. No, I'm not planning one at the moment, unless things change. But for the moment, I'm not planning on creating a squadron, mainly because I want to be able to have the freedom to join other squadrons and whatnot. Come and go. Right, here we go then. So the thing that's shown on the codex is a notable stellar phenomena. And we've never seen what this is, so we're going to go out and have a look. 2,800 light seconds, shouldn't take us long to get there. You've made a squadron for me, have you, Google? Oh, thank you. No plans to join a squadron at the moment, though. Thanks, Beldra talked. So I wasn't expecting too many of these sort of discoveries to actually be available inside the bubble. At Gmeister, everyone can access the my Discord server. Patreon subs and YouTube members get access to a private channel as an additional bonus, but everyone else can access the server and all the other channels there, and there's quite a lot of them. It's a very nice community, so yeah, do come along. There's a link in the video description, I believe, if you're on YouTube, but I haven't updated the Twitch page yet for the Discord details, unfortunately. Yeah, like I was saying, I wasn't expecting many phenomena within the bubble, actually. I was expecting these to be all well outside the bubble, as they were in beta. Oh, Milkman, thank you very much. And you're very welcome. I appreciate it, thank you. Right, so this is actually close to a planet. I think it actually said something about that on the codex, that these things are fairly close by to planets. I wonder if it's orbiting the moon here, or if it's just standing out on its own. But like I say, I haven't been on the game today, so this is the first time I've seen any of this stuff. Totally new to me. Right, so I can see the orbit line of the moon there. It actually looks like it's moving quite fast. Luna 7. But the notable phenomena, this weird orb of light, as the codex kind of describes it, in relatively vague terms, looks like it's following the moon around, following the moon's gravitational pull, perhaps, or at least on the same orbital plane as the moon. But what's it going to look like? I wonder if it's in a Lagrange cloud as well, or if it's just here on its own. Very curious as to the size. Very curious about many things. I have no idea what to expect here. So I don't know if any of you have seen this. There was one I saw discovered in the Galactic Centre, in one of the regions there. A bit too far away from me to get to today, so I totally wasn't expecting to be able to see this anytime soon. So the fact one's been discovered in the bubble is pretty neat. A stellar phenomenon, Andrew, can be absolutely anything from a cloud to some sort of strange alien to whatever this is going to look like. Oh, we got some cloud here by the looks of it. Well, we dropped out right away from this. So category biological. I didn't catch that before it all disappeared. Well, we've gained 50,000 credits for confirming that this is here. So this was reported in the codex. It will now switch to confirmed for me. Confirmed just means that I've actually been here and visited it for myself. Yep, definitely going to the clouds, Phil. But we were lucky enough to have this phenomena right nearby. Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, well, thank you very much, Google. I appreciate that. I haven't got a squadron set up at the moment yet. If I want that name for the squadron, I'll let you know. And thank you for offering it to me there. But I haven't got a squadron set up just yet. Right, you know what? I'm not seeing anything around here. Do we need to be in analysis mode, maybe? Got some contacts on the page. Or on the HUD. Head towards those contacts. I can't even actually... Nope, there's no contacts in range. Yeah, they're showing up here. Yeah, there's blips on the radar, Xavier, definitely. So Dorsley, I have no idea whether or not we'll actually be able to find Raxler. I'd like to think it's possible. Here we go. Right. So they're not as big as I was expecting, although it is still a kilometre away, which, oh, they actually look like they move. How odd. What on earth could they be? All we know is they're an anomaly of some type. Right, we got the composition scanner here. Let's put down a keybind and see if we can scan this. Gotta switch mode. Oh, what was the mode switch? There we go. What was the mode switch keybind? I couldn't remember. Biological and geological discovery made. 2. I can get a little bit closer. Whoa, 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 what's going on? I guess it doesn't like me being too close. Is this causing any harm to the ship? No. There's some sort of interference, but it's not harming the ship as such. Let's get a bit closer, if we can. Oh, I love that lightning effect. Yep, our shields are down, so it is causing harm. We can't actually fly into it though, it forces us around it. Should we see how quickly it damages the hull? I'm very curious to see how fast this damages the hull. I'm going to get closer again. Now, obviously this isn't a particularly hard hull on this ship, but yeah, it's going down very, very fast there. And nope, I can't fly into it. So as long as you keep around about 200 meters from it, it looks like you're fine. See if we can get closer with the queue here. With the queue, not the queue, but the camera. I should like some closer up photos of this with the lightning coming out of it. Someone telling me to shoot it? Use it as an anti-shield weapon. That's not a bad idea. Don't think we can scoop this. No. Oh, my key bindings have changed. Looks like I've unbound some of the things. Let's do this the manual way. Well, we're boosting hold input mode. I don't understand why I would have switched it to that. Yeah, it does look like a mini quasar of sorts, doesn't it? Kirk would shoot it. Prince Alexander probably would, you know. Where are we? Controls. Let's see what I've done with the cargo scoop there. Well, that's what I used. It was already on that. Ah, except it was on hold rather than toggle. I want it on toggle. Let's try again. I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to cargo scoop it, but if we don't try anything, we're never going to know. Well, we can't actually. It's not working. What on earth am I doing wrong here? Picard would try and open a dialogue with it, yeah, I'm sure. Well, that's the key. Cargo scoop, Joy 6. Might be a complete idiot here because the cargo scoop literally doesn't want to open. How bizarre. Try that. Oh, you know what? It could be that I've deactivated it here. You could be right. No, cargo scoop is fine. Oh no, it looked like it was deactivated. There we go. That was the problem. Okay, let's do that. Shoot it with Guardian weapons. Looks sentient. Thank you, disarmed soldier. Not a bad idea. Now, I didn't have the cargo scoop powered. Let's see if we can find another one of them. Complete noob mistake there. I should have known. There you go. Sometimes your brain is not engaged when you're streaming. You're thinking about multiple things. Hello there, Stuart. Oh, maybe we can scoop it. If it does that to me when it's outside the ship, what's it going to do inside the ship? I don't think it's going to like this. Did I get it? I didn't get it. So it comes up as an object to actually target with your cargo scoops info there, but you can't actually collect it. No. Okay, shield's going down. I think module is probably going to be okay, Spike. We'll have a look though. Yeah, modules are fine. Probably would take module damage if I'd left it a bit longer there though. I've turned anything off important here. Okay. Thank you, Corono. Thank you. Yeah, so a load of them here, but I don't see it like we can do much with them. Don't know if I've got a... Yeah, we've got a pulse laser. I'm not normally one to shoot things, but if everyone wants me to give it a try, we can certainly do that. Where's it gone? Yep, it's working. If we can find it again. They're not too easy to track down, I tell you. Do it! Don't do it! For science! Well, as if we can find them. Where are they hiding? Yeah, shoot it. What could possibly go wrong? Let's go back for the other ones. I can't find the one in that direction. Hey there, Mad Dog. Hello, Axontier. Oh, there's one. Off to the left. I reckon it's going to get mad. I honestly do. It gets mad when we get close enough. No, it don't look like the weapons bother it. It's 100% integrity there. It's not even... No, it's only bothering us if we get too close. It doesn't care about the weapons. It just doesn't want us getting close to it. I wonder if that's just like a chemical reaction or an energy reaction, or I wonder if it's some sort of sentient reaction. Oh, look over here. Didn't see those. Look at this. So I've seen these before in, hello there Sarah Johnson. Yeah, I've used the composition scanner. Dude, we used that already early on. Let's see if we can use a composition scanner on these. Maybe we'll turn night vision mode off in a moment. Biological and geological discovery made. 3. A purpurious metallic crystal. Let's see if we can see them without the night vision. Yep, we can. Let's go and have a close-up look then. They're quite size, aren't they, look? So I'm not sure if we're in a proto-Lagrange cloud here. I can see some sort of cloudy elements around, but if so, it's very, very thin. At Goober, we haven't gone into the Phantom yet because I didn't really want to spend time setting that up on stream, and I haven't had the chance to play the game yet today, so I thought we'd just use the ASP for this stream rather than you guys watch me set up a Phantom. I thought we'd go looking for some interesting things. Phantom can come later. There's some nice interesting coloration on this. Oh, so I did say a proto-Lagrange cloud. Thank you, Moltold, I missed that. Yeah, the Phantom is a new ship, Skunky. Because why not? And they got no... don't look like they can take damage, at least not from missiles. There we go. So yeah, I like the graphics too there, dude. Areas like this just look so much darker than they used to, which I think is a massive improvement. And of course, we can head out and have a look at... Hey Ollie, well, of course we can go out and have a look at some more improved areas. So what we're doing today, as I said earlier, is we're heading towards, well actually we're going to head over to this station here because, oh, now the cargo scoop deploys. We're going to head over to a burning station because I haven't seen what these look like with the new graphics. Don't think I've got any research limpets installed. Something for later perhaps. But let's go over and have a look at what's going on with the burning stations. I've seen plenty of them before, but haven't seen any yet with the new graphics, so that in itself I think is going to be worth a look. Yeah, another nice thing, Guardian beacons I imagine would look pretty nice, plus the Argoid bases as well, the light show there. So Dave, the scanning tools you need for the scanning rings are the detailed surface scanner. That's if you mean scanning rings from a distance. And if you mean inside the ring, for scanning the asteroids, then you need the mining scanner. Oblivious, is this not in-game music? That's just some background music I've got. Well, thank you very much, IQ, and I'm glad the videos have been of help to you, and it's nice to hear that you like them. Road plum site, galactic average 200k. So yeah, Moonbird, I've heard there's quite a few new different commodities out there, materials. I don't think at the moment anyone knows what they're actually for. So maybe they've got a future use. So Mike, as I mentioned a moment ago, I'm still in the ASP because this is my first time in Chapter 4 today. I literally haven't had a chance to play until we started the stream. So I'm using the ASP now because I don't want to do a stream where I'm just outfitting a Phantom. I don't think that'd be a very interesting stream. I'd rather go out here and have a look for things. I'll be outfitting the Phantom later on. No worries, Mike. It's just not offended at all or anything like that by the question. It's just I've been asked a couple of times is all. Just letting you know. No worries at all. Right, so which station is it? That's... Oh, we lost it. Grainer Station was that? Garner Station. Let's go have a look. So, an Orbis Station, which is good, because I think they look a little bit better when they're damaged than the Coriolis ones. So, Andrew, if you engineer the probe scanner, it'll give you 30% better coverage of the planetary surface with your probes, and there's no drawbacks. Okay, so damage station coming up. This system actually should be in a state of incursion, if that's the case. Damage station's here. Let's have a look where we want to look. Is this the right place? That's system factions. Where do we see what state the system's in on this new UI here? Let's go have a look anyway. But yeah, this system should probably be in a state of incursion now, because that's one of the new background sim states. It's when they become under, or any system becomes under invasion by Thargoids. And for Zinti, I don't use too much in the way of distributors for exploring. I just try and keep it relatively low. I'm going a bit too slow here, too busy looking at different things. What's that? Oh, that'd be the no, unidentified signal source. I thought that was gonna... Let's have a look what type it is. Encoded emissions. Okay. I was wondering if it might be a non-human signal source. Well, thanks for the comment, Jax. I'm glad you like the content. I don't play Elite as a trader, Engri, and I know I've seen your comments on my videos, and I've seen your comments on Discord as well, and for what it's worth, I totally agree with you regarding the economy for Elite. Hey, thank you very much, Commander Infinite Death. That's a very good tip. Don't drop into Threat 9 non-human signal sources. Probably not too safe, I guess. Right, so we're here to look at a damage station, checking it out with the new graphics, and straight away you can see...
Commander, this is flight control. This facility is severely compromised. Exercise extreme caution on approach.
Yeah, straight away you can see how the new lighting has made the station look a lot darker, and the fire does seem a little bit better as well. We're going to go inside and have a look.
Permission granted. Hope you can make it out safely, Commander.
Curious to see what it looks like inside the station. Right, temperatures ahead. Proceed with caution. So these have always been very, very glowing inside. I couldn't say it looks tremendously better on the interior. It definitely looks a lot better on the exterior though. My heatsink key's not bound. Okay, well, we've seen that anyway. So when I had to mess around with the keybinds for the new Discovery scanner, it looks like I reset a bunch of things. Yeah, that fire definitely looks better, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. We've got a bit of a backdrop against a Earth-like world as well, with sunrise going on. And a rescue ship coming in. Nice footage there. Perhaps I should be capturing this, eh? Let's see if that has a performance hit. Yeah, so you can hear sounds of lots of different sounds when going inside these stations. Yeah, should we go in again? If we're going to go in again, I'm going to need a heatsink. Don't know what these keys are. It's telling me to use. Key 32. Strange. So Skunky, I think the new mode switching is there to allow you to use more key options. Let's go in one more time and we'll extend a little bit longer. We'll see what sort of sounds we've got going in on there. Oh, look at that fire. Oh wow, that place is in trouble, isn't it? Oh, we'll actually dock as well this time. So I want to see if it tells us something about the state of the station, the system rather, what system state it's in. Alright, docking pad aid. And so yeah, you can hear the explosion and the creaking and the groans around here. Place isn't doing too well. Well, we overshot.
Landing successful. We're on borrowed time here, Commander. Don't stay here any longer than you have.
Yeah, Commander Ku, the same people. A lot of people have had the same problem with resets. Oh well, thank you, D-Terra. Right, so what system state are we in here? I'd like to see it in a state of incursion, but maybe not yet. What else we got going on here? Emergency evacuation order initiated. Yep, standard there for this sort of situation. Current happiness, 33%. No, current happiness, happy. Oh, look at that. This report outlines the current system standing of the Bureau Best Progressive Party in this system. They're actually quite happy with the state of things here. I'm not sure I would be happy with the state of things here, but it seems these guys are. Yeah, we're in civil unrest. This faction is currently not experiencing any specific state. So it would seem that this system isn't in a state of incursion, despite the fact that it's under attack. So maybe that's because this was an existing system attack, or pre-existing. Right, let's have a look to a Lagrange cloud now. We're going to find something a bit different to look at. No worries, Bushmaster, the game can certainly be super confusing. I still get confused by it, even to this day.
Hope you make it out safely, Commander.
I think we'll make it out just fine. Look at that. We're going to see a nice sunrise there. Let's travel past that before we go into hyperspace, and we'll travel off to one of those Lagrange clouds. Eric Clan, you want a keybind video? I've been asked that a few times. Tempted, you know. Looks like it would help a lot of people.
Thanks for your help, Commander.
So another opportunity to see the new graphics in action here already. There is a visual difference here. The dark side of the planet looks much more pronounced than it used to. I'm not sure how well that's coming across with the streaming code in. I don't know how much better the atmospheric effects look up this close though. Ah, BuzzCube and system states don't currently seem to be working. Oh, excuse me, I hadn't heard about that. Okay, thanks Bushmaster, catch you soon. Right, well, let's go back to the codex again then. Where are we? There we go. Got a message to check on. Give me 2 seconds. Right, so there are some Lagrange clouds around here. Let's see what type we got. Let's go to this one if it's not too far out. These actually are quite pretty. That's nothing. It won't take us a second to get to it. Unfortunately, let's have a look, see if we can find another one going in the other direction. I'd actually like to try that. I'd actually like to try and there we go. Oh, it's quite a bit further out. Let's see if we can get there. Don't think we're going to be able to. Well, no, we can, surprisingly. Right, is that because the Cold 70 sector is no longer in a state of permit lock? Because prior to now, you wouldn't be able to jump directly to that region like that. They would have had to plan a route towards the Witchhead Nebula. We'll have a look in a second, I guess. I don't even know how many jumps that is. Wouldn't be too many. Let's have a look. 26 jumps. Maybe. Well, Lady Caruso, then I'll see about doing a video on the key bindings. Alright, let's just go down these in turn then. We'll see if we can find a close one. Okay, I don't really want to go in the opposite direction, so I actually want to head towards the Pleiades as well. Yeah, that's alright, we'll kind of head that direction. Which one was that? That was a green one, wasn't it? Something towards the Maya system. So, Barnard's Loop, 26 jumps is a fair old way though. They're all in the opposite direction. I don't want to go to the Proto one, so one of these was... No, not that one. One of these was a little bit closer, wasn't it? Yeah, let's go here, and we'll head across afterwards if needs be. Shouldn't be too many jumps. 10 jumps. Good, and we'll be a bit closer to the other place as well. So yes, Corona, I have tried the new FSS. I've actually released a tutorial video on it as well. Hopefully that helps people. Tell you what, just before we go into... start jumping around. I want to see if these systems are actually unlocked over here. So it was always possible to get to Barnard's Loop, but it was difficult to do so. Most of Col 70 was actually locked. Yeah, it's still locked, requires unknown permit. So I'm not sure how comes I can plot a course directly there, but there you go. Maybe it's the jump range. So let's head this way then, off towards one of the new Lagrange clouds. Hey there, Specky! Yes, Sunwolf, that would have been a nice change, wasn't it? Revolutionary, I'll be doing some more X4 videos this week, and there'll also be an X4 stream probably on Friday. Haven't forgotten about X4, I've actually been playing it a fair old chunk. So a few jumps, won't take us long. We can have a chat in the meantime, I think. So Dustinator, I don't know at the moment how much more money you get from mapping a planet. No, glad to hear that, Super Ted. Yeah, all good, Specky. Right, so you're asking what's happened. Is this the end of the Horizons era? So, yes, Chapter 4 of Beyond marks the completion of the Horizons Season Pass. So, for those of you that have purchased Horizons, for those of us that purchased Horizons, this is the last of the paid content that's coming with Horizons. There will be future free updates, but there will be the minor ones, just like the base version owners of Elite, the owners of the base version of Elite the non-Horizon versions actually get free updates. They just don't get everything that Horizon's owners get. That will continue, I do believe, although Frontier haven't confirmed that, but it would make logical sense that will continue. But Frontier haven't said anything about what's coming in 2019 or beyond. All they have said is that they've now entered full production on the next big update, and they call that the next era of Elite. And that's their jargon for it, their PR speak for it, the next era of Elite, their marketing speak. They've said it's going to be a paid update, so anyone who wants it will need to pay for it, whatever it turns out to be. So Dong's systems have always been locked. Iponia still locked. I don't know, Alden. We'll have a look in a moment. Yeah, Spidey, I think it'd be quite simple, wouldn't you? Just hack a computer and get into the locked permit systems. Elite next down, Alden. I've always called updates expansions as well, Specky, not just because of Warcraft, but because of being an old-time gamer. Updates were always called expansions, as long back as I can remember. But yeah, there is another expansion coming, or an update, or whatever form Frontier decide to sell it in. It will be a large update. They just haven't said exactly how it's going to work or what it is yet. That'll be John. I'd love to see Atmospherics as a next update, even a paid one. I'd also like to see, that's just right at the top of my list, I'd like to see Gas Giants as well. And maybe further down the line, walking around, although I'm not too worried about that really. But definitely Atmospheric Worlds. Obviously that wouldn't be Atmospheric Worlds with life initially, I wouldn't imagine, with trees and foliage and other stuff like that. It would be worlds like Mars of today, with a basic atmosphere. Catch you, Sergio. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you soon. Far too much nitpicking, Specky, but what do you expect? And Jeff, for what it's worth, I agree. I think the new exploration mechanics had a whole lot to the game. To turn off the blue overlay from the detailed scan, Neil Brook, you just switch out of analysis mode. Analysis mode here, switch back to combat mode and the overlay goes. At least that's my understanding of it. We'll try it in the video a little bit further into the live stream. So the Discovery scanner has always passively scanned systems you enter. Win. It's just being more obvious about it now. But it's has always done this in the past. Let's have a look if the detailed surface scanner is bound to anything. Discovery scanner, don't look like I've got it bound. So obviously if you do a detailed surface scan now, it doesn't do a whole lot. It does scan the system. You can see there, one body discovered. And you will get money for that. But it won't reveal anything on the system map. But it's not a problem, because you still get all the money for that, and there's only one body here anyway. Oh, okay, Neil Brook, in that case I don't know if there's a way to disable it. So Jerry, you can disable and enable analysis mode and combat mode with a keybind. You can find that in the mode switch, part of the keybind's control settings. Hey Ryan Day, thank you very much. Well, sad to hear you don't play the game anymore, but I'm glad that you still like the content and the videos. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you have a nice Christmas yourself as well. Not long at all now. Comes round fast. Oh, Shark. So Horizons come out at the end of 2015. So maybe early 2016, so yeah, close to 2 years then, since you last played the game. And definitely a bunch of stuff for you to see. Oh, thank you, Orbitin. Yeah, definitely a bunch of new stuff for you to see here. You're welcome, Ryan. It's nice to know it's appreciated, nice to know people enjoy it. They can see the new lighting on the cockpit HUD here. Now, Specky, I think the Phantom's going to make a great exploration ship. I would have done it myself today, had I'd been on a bit earlier, perhaps. I haven't had a look at Robigo, Eric, so I don't know. Jordan, the music is by Raina Sillard. I'll put it in the... actually, give me a second. I'll put that in the video description. It should be in there anyway, to be perfectly honest. It's one thing I tend to miss out on. There we go. The name is in the video description over on YouTube. Let's keep going. Or are we here? Are we here already? 3 jumps to go. Have I deselected the... Oh no, there is something here. Notable stellar phenomena. We are here. I'm sure they said 3 jumps a second ago. Oh, look at that. 18,000 light seconds. Quite a trek. Guess we keep chatting then, as if that's a bad thing. Always like chatting with everyone here. Oh, that's good. I think it was the Mamba with heat issues, Bouncy. I do believe they were fixed. So, Carl, we're going towards a Lagrange cloud. Hopefully there'll be some strange life forms in there as well. It won't take us long to get there. I picked you up from the codex. $15,000 light seconds. It shouldn't take too long. When no, that's completely wrong, Dragon. You don't need to do that to do your road to riches. We've gone one step too far. To do the road to riches, you just need to do the spectrum scanner. You don't need to launch drones. Surface scanner is included in the FSS. It's not part of the It's not part of the probes. The probes is something completely different. And I've told Frontier they should have renamed the detailed surface scanner, because it no longer does detailed surface scan. It actually maps the planets with the probes. Detailed surface scan. Actually, I'll stop right here and I can show you. Assuming I've got the keybinds, of course. Yeah, we got the keybinds, so only going to take a second, and I'm sure other people are going to be interested. Right, so you can see a planet right there in front of us. We're heading towards one. Or maybe it's a signal source. That's a signal source. Notable stellar phenomena, which is what we're heading towards. But we got a planet around here. Of some type, maybe. Now we've got another notable stellar phenomena. That's interesting. There's a couple of them here then. Something's there though. Right, so there we go. We've just done a detailed surface scan without flying up to the planet. This is what you need to use to do. You have to fly right over to this planet next and stare at it for a few seconds while your detailed surface scanner picked up the details. We can see over on the right hand side of the screen that we've already got the detailed surface scan. So no launching probes. Road to Riches is now much faster than it ever was, because that planet is 18,000 light seconds away and we've done a detailed surface scan all the way from here. So yeah, you can just jump into a system and scan all the planets, get all the detailed surface scans even if they're a million light seconds away, and then carry on. And that has been tested. I know Exegius has tested it. I think Yamix has tested it, although I may be wrong on that. Pretty sure he has. And I know Down to Earth Astronomy has tested that as well, and they all confirm that Road to Riches is now quicker, and I believe it also makes more money. No, you can't see an attack coming towards you, Bionic. Maverick, I'm watching Twitch chat as well. So yeah, you don't need new mining lasers, Specky, but you do need the mining modules. We'll have a look at that in another stream or another video, but it's not really what I'm looking at in the stream here today, but there are 3 new modules that you'll need to look at. And if you want to do all the type of mining, then you'll need to install all the modules. No worries, Maverick. I know what it's like when you're trying to get a response from someone and they're not answering particularly quickly. It's just with 2 chat windows open here, it's sometimes a bit difficult to keep an eye on them both, but I'm trying my best. Yeah, so Eldon, a great example there. Discovered and fully scanned 65 body system in 20 minutes. So, yeah, much better than the old detailed surface scanner. Very, very fast. So the thing with the probe launcher is that you only need to go over to the planets if you actually want to launch probes at the planet. Probes gives you the discovered by tag, gives you an extra credit bonus, and it gives you any details of surface things on the planet. No loop of shame, red active. I don't know why people do a loop of shame actually. You don't need to slow down and pull a nose up and you're done. Right, so I can't remember what Lagrange cloud we looked at here, so I guess we're going to find out. Oh yeah, it's one of the nice rich coloured ones. And even from here you can see there's something inside. Yes, Shark, you need probes to make mapped by claims, but not planet claims, if that makes sense. Right, so this place has got some of those crystal structures that we saw. Yep, I understand that point, Malchad. Very true. nice looking area here. So one of the things you're going to notice about the graphics here, I don't know about that yet, Tiptree, perhaps we'll have a look in a minute. So one of the things you'll notice about the nebula here is that it's actually self-illuminating and self-shadowing. We can actually, well, I call it a nebula, it's a cloud. It's a volumetric cloud. We can actually fly right through it. And there's the outer edge of it there, and you can see a nebula over in the distance. But if we keep flying enough, we'll actually pass right through this. There may be some form of life here. Hey there, Tim Roberts, thank you very much for that. Goober at the moment, I'd just go with very weak shields. Just the basics that you need. So some of these have been scanned already. We've got a composite scanner which allows us to detect some of this stuff, so it can go into, we're going to bump into that, no we're not, so that it goes into the codex as an entry. Solid mineral spheres. Yeah, eaten by a space whale. I wish they would put space whales in. So we got some more crystals here. The question is whether they are the... No, they're actually different to the other ones. I don't think the other ones were called Rubius, were they? Yep, indeed they weren't. So another entry for the codex. I might do Tim Robbins. I tend not to go into modules and stuff and outfitting too much in my videos. Usually, I know there's a lot of other guys out there that do that. And we'll see how it goes though. Yeah, so nice to know, Specky. 13 minutes to scan a 47 body system. Pretty impressive, and that's whilst you're learning the game as well. It doesn't look like there's any alien things around here. I was hoping we may see something flying around, but it doesn't look like they are. But what we're going to do is, I'm going to keep flying and just show you how you can actually fly through these volumetric clouds and get out on the other side. And we can see the cloud actually thinning out a bit as we get there. And there we go, just passing that through the Lagrange clouds, so you can see it entirely volumetric and not terribly huge. Big enough to represent a nice area to explore, but not so big that you can't fly through it or around it. So basically like little mini nebula. I think it's one of the best exploration things they've added into the game, personally. But there was another one of these, I think, wasn't there? Yeah, oh, 25,000 light seconds away. Let's go head to that anyway. At Fatal Fist, I think that whatever we see for Elite Dangerous will have nothing at all to do with what Star Citizen are or aren't doing. And the same for vice versa. I imagine whatever we'll see in Star Citizen will have absolutely nothing to do with what we're seeing in Elite Dangerous. They're two completely separate games, and I don't think they're I don't think they're trying to outdo each other in that sense. Why have I got my landing gear down? Oh, well, it's down and it doesn't want to come back up. Let's see if I've messed up the power settings here. That shouldn't really affect the landing gear though, regardless. Anything else we can... yeah, we can turn that down. So I had point defence for the Guardian sites when they actually come and shoot you with their missiles. If you've got point defence on your ship, it actually makes a lot of difference. There we go. No idea what that was about. Oh, thank you, Corona. I'll catch you soon, okay? Come on. We want to get going. Yeah, we know. See if that charges back up. There we go. You know what? I think I'm still a bit messed up with my keybinds here. I need to spend a bit more time getting everything 100% accurate. Yeah, broken syntax. That's kind of why I tend to avoid doing ship builds on my videos. I've done it a couple of times here and there in the past, but there's a whole load of other video creators out there that do the same thing. I don't think I'd really be adding much by going over the same sort of content. I mean, I don't think it's bad content. I think it's absolutely fantastic content, and I follow those videos sometimes myself to get good builds. But personally, I'd rather focus my live streams and my videos on other things. Hello there, Soundo. Great to see you here. Right, so there is another cloud over this way. I'm going in that direction because it's a different one to the one we were just in. What I'm curious about is whether or not it's a different colour. I think after this one we'll head to the Maya system in the Pleiades. And then we'll head towards another stellar phenomena over near Barnard's Loop. Oh, I'm not watching the screen. This time we are going for a loop of shame. Yeah, for those of you that don't get notification about the live streams, someone pointing out in the chat at the moment, it's not just enough to subscribe. If you subscribe, you won't get notification about live streams. What you'll need to do is click on the little bell icon below the video as well. So if any of you want notifications in future when I go live, then what you need to do is exactly that. Just click on the little bell on YouTube below the video icon. For those of you on Twitch, you don't need to worry about it because you get notification anyway, I think, don't you? Destinator, I think this is the best update for a very long time. I think the only one that was perhaps as good as was the first part of Horizons, where we first got the ability to land on planets. But I really am liking this update, with the side from the server issues yesterday. Yeah, exactly, Elias. That's what I say. I'm just admiring the scenery. No idea what the next big thing will be. I'm hoping it'll be atmospheric planets, but I guess who knows. Ah, very different one here. Yeah, Icky, it's strange. It seems to work different for different people, so I don't know. Understand why. It's just YouTube recommends clicking on the bell, so I give people the same advice. So Vaughn, I'm using a HOTUS, but I'm using an Xbox pad for the FSS. I'm not using the HOTUS for the Discovery scanner because I think the way they've built the system scanner is not optimally set up for any other control method. It seems to work very well with gamepads, and with anything else it seems lousy. So I'm just using the gamepad for that. Right, so a different nebula again. Let's see if these are what I keep calling them nebula, but they're the Lagrange clouds. Let's see if these are the same type. Right, this is solid mineral sphere, so actually different to what we had earlier. I don't think they were called solid mineral spheres, were they? Well, maybe they were, because we're not getting an entry. Very, very thick clouds here. Yeah, it's not an animal, Marv. I do like these cloud areas though. I think they've added a lot to the game. Still haven't found one with lightning though, unfortunately. Hey Nonna, funny you mentioned that just that same moment. Yeah, I haven't seen lightning in any clouds yet. Yeah, okay, so suggestion there, have a look at night vision. Let's see if that actually shows us anything alive in here. I don't think there is. It's quite a dark cloud actually, isn't it? No, definitely nothing in there. So I think it's time to head towards the Maya system now, and then we'll head towards Barnard's Loop after that. I'd like to see the, or show you rather, the nebula in with the new graphics. Not too far away. I'm actually closing in on Barnard's Loop as well. Let's go by star class because we're running out of fuel. Yep, seems to be working fine today, David. So I want to have a look at the Maya system for two reasons. One, because it's the closest nebula, or three reasons actually. One, because it's the closest nebula. Two, I'm curious as to whether there's any stellar phenomena there. And three, out of all the systems in the game, it's one of the systems I would like to have got a mapped by tag. I'm not too fussed about getting the mapped by tags, but if I was going to get one anyway, I would like to have got it in the Maya system. But I suspect I'm 24 hours too late for that. Let's get a full tank while we're at it. Okay, have fun, Soundo. I'll catch you soon, okay? Did I know what, Daniel? I think I might have missed something. How many jumps left? 5 jumps left. We're not going to explore any of these areas just yet. I'm going to get closer to Barnard's Loop before we start messing around with the discovery scanner. I think my Asplode out Craig is posted on a few videos. Off the top of my head, I wouldn't know which ones though. Okay, thanks Ryan, and thanks again for the donation earlier. Appreciate that. Yeah, Neil, the graphics are looking much better now with this update. You're travelling around near the stars. It much different to what it used to look like. Actually, I really do like the lighting around the stars. I know some people are not big fans of it, but I think it's a great addition. I keep saying that, but it's true. Yeah, Tom, something that I think Warframe do really well. Decorating the interior of your home ship or your base. Yeah, great to hear, Revolutionary, and yeah, definitely I'll be playing some more X4 in this week actually, hopefully on Friday. Yeah, VR in Elite is fantastic. Unfortunately, Chapter 4 has messed VR a little bit in some places. I play with a GTX 1050 on my laptop, Nicholas, and it works very well. So you shouldn't have any problems with your 1050 Ti. Obviously not on maximum settings, medium settings, if I remember correctly. And so, same with Chapter 4, it worked fine. Yeah, unheard voice. People keep asking that, so I think I will do that. I'm going to do an advanced tutorial video for the FSS anyway at some point, so I'll probably include that into the same thing. Get in there, 2 jumps, we get in there. So yeah, switch mode, Di Jones. There's 2 modes now, cockpit mode and analysis mode. You need to be into analysis mode to use your scanners. Have a look in the main menu, go to the control settings, go down to mode switch options, and you'll be able to bind a key there if you've not got one already. Yeah, not HOTAS with an Xbox, Bionic Emperor, but I'm using a HOTAS for flying the ship and everything else, but I'm using an Xbox pad for the discovery scanner, and I just see we got a nice view of the Pleiades there. Really showing off the new colour gradients and the lighting. Some great glowing from the nebula there. You can actually see the distinctive shape of it as well, which I don't think was that apparent previously. At least not quite as much. I think we can just about make out the 7 sisters around it as well, can't we? And you can see how the passive scanner is also scanning these planets as we're travelling by. It's actually discovering the belts, the asteroid belts. Hey Russ, if you look at my exploration tutorial video that I released yesterday, that will show you what bindings I'm using currently. Yes, Becky, the oranges, there were no oranges. The stars definitely look much better. The yellow ones and the orange ones. Blue ones too, if you look at the sun here in the Maya system. One of my favourite areas in the game here. A lot of reasons for that. And you notice that this star will cast a blue hue pretty much across a huge bulk of this star system. It's given it a very unique field. As we fly around in a minute, you'll see that there's a blue hue everywhere. At Tobias, you can try putting the link there, but chances are it will get blocks. It might get deleted. One of the moderators might be able to approve it if they're about. Yeah. Again, you can see the new visuals here. I've got my lights on for some reason in Super Cruise. Seems somewhat unnecessary, but why the heck not? Right, so what I come here for was to have a look at the system map. So yeah, totally what I was expecting at this point. All of these bodies here in this system are fully mapped. It's a bit of a shame because I did want to map the surface of one of these. Not really helped by the fact that the servers weren't working yesterday. But never mind. Okay. But that's that. Aside from the fact that we can see the new colours here in the system. Let's have a quick look at what we can find around here then. Oh, you're very welcome, Zenith. I'm glad you like it. Right, let's see if there's anything interesting out here. Right, we've got some concentrated signal sources and we've got some transient signal sources. So transient signal sources would be irregular signal sources. Concentrated ones likely to mean scenarios, but it could also mean stellar phenomena, although in this case I don't think it is going to be stellar phenomena. Yeah, it's Moni's hub. So an outpost, that's not... we target this? Yeah, an outpost that's not listed on the system map. Was it? Or did I miss that? Let's see what these other ones are. So these are just regular signal sources. Non-human signal source, no less. Which, there are, of course, loads of these out this way. Usually they're pretty common around the Pleiades. Okay, thanks anyway, Alden. Not to worry. We'll see if we can sort that out for a future stream, I guess. Right, we're going to head towards that hub anyway. But let's see if there's anything else out this way. There are some more There's some more concentrated signal sources out here. Oh, what was that? Sanchez vessel. Right, maybe over there then. Somewhere between the two of these, it looks like maybe there's a concentrated signal source. I've noticed some of these in the past that you can't actually find for some reason. It was like that in the beta. More non-human signal sources. Okay, well, it looks like the concentrated ones are not gonna actually show up. Okay, not to worry. Right, what we're going to do then is let's go and see what that outpost is, if it's not too far away. Money's hub. I'm sure that's on the system map though, isn't it? It is indeed. So, yeah, despite the fact that it's on the system map, it does come up as a signal source as well. Perhaps one of the reasons for that is because outposts, or installations at the very least, can now be discovered. I can't remember, Spidey, if they said they were going to increase the number of missions. They said they were going to increase the payout of some of the missions. Not necessarily the number. Right, okay. So I guess we couldn't really do everything we wanted to do here in the Maya system, so let's move onwards. One of these, I think I wanted to see, the Lagrange cloud. Let's see if we can still plot a route to there from here. And we can, surprisingly enough. So, what we got, about 20 jumps, I reckon. Yeah, 21 jumps, so we're going to do that. See what we can see around Barnard's Loop. If there's something interesting out that way. Hello there, Howls. Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. How's you? We'll keep an eye out for anything notable as well en route, I guess. You never know what we might come across. So I was saying, the Maya system is one of my favourite systems in the game. Very, very true. Probably one of my favourite places in the entire game, though, is Barnard's Loop, and I've been there many times before. Oh, one of you was actually saying about systems that might be unlocked. Which one was it you wanted me to check again? I know Col 70 is still locked, but which other ones do you want me to see if they're now unlocked? Thank you, Carl Harrison. I'll see you soon. Ah, Tiptree, yes, we wanted to look at the asteroid belt, didn't we? Asteroid belt or ring systems, do you mean? There's no in-game legend, I don't believe, Lacan. Alright, okay, asteroid belts. So you're asking if asteroid belts count towards the 100% total for a system? If I remember correctly, yeah. Just want to make sure I've got the right end of the stick here, that I'm understanding what it is we were talking about. You know, the only thing I still would like to see when we get near these local stars and do field scooping would be to be able to get closer to them. I know the suns are huge, but I just feel we can't get close enough. Why would I like to get closer? Well, because those stars are much bigger than they actually appear from the distance we're at. Still relative distance, of course, you know. Oh, I see. I don't know about that trip T. I hadn't, got to admit, I hadn't noticed. I know they always look blurred. They never looked clear. Even in beta, they always looked blurred. The ship's got, what, 50 light years? 57. So yeah, Cherubuka says that asteroid belts don't count towards the system's 100% discovery, which is good to know and spot on. But I think the question Trick T was asking is when they zoom in on an asteroid belt, it only says that that particular asteroid belt is 80% resolved rather than 100. When we get closer to the objective, I'll have a look and see what's going on there. Yeah, asteroid belts at 50 credits each. Each asteroid at 50 credits each. Take you a long time, but you could make a lot of money that way, Red Zone. Hey there, Charles. So for those of you just joining, looks like a few of you are still joining the stream. We're currently heading towards Barnard's Loop and some strange and new stellar phenomena that have been discovered around that way. At Lagrange Clouds. We've seen them before, we've seen them in beta, but it appears people are discovering them at rapid pace at the moment. Right, I see what you're saying. Using probes at asteroid belts. I've certainly never done that. I didn't realise the asteroid belts could actually be mapped in that way. I see why you're wondering about it. I've never even thought to map an asteroid belt in that way. I imagine they're quite difficult to hit. So basically the probes are about mapping the surface of a planet to find, one, to get a map of it, and two, to get them mapped by tag, and three, to find any surface features down there. And that may be why asteroids are not working properly. Perhaps they were never meant to be mapped in the first place. Hey DJ, great to see you here. How you doing, mate? Currently heading towards Barnard's Loop over here, trying to find one of the, or go towards one of the Lagrange clouds that have already been discovered. Hopefully, as well, maybe if we get a bit of time, try and find one of our own ones. So Luca, the amount of galaxy that's so far been discovered, I think, is round about 0.02%. Frontier announced that in March. So 0.02%, I believe, is that? 0.02%. 0.02% of 1% of the galaxies so far been discovered in 4 years. 0.7%, I don't think it's that much, Helms, unless people have dramatically uncovered a whole load more recently. Then again, what I saw was based from March. Yeah, either way, truth, DJ, that's spot on, it's not a lot. Yeah, Sheriff. So that's what I was kind of wondering, that you can send probes to asteroid rings or planetary rings, but not asteroid belts. But it seems like Trip T was actually scanning asteroid belts. Ah, 0.3% then. So 1/300% then. So nowhere near even 0.1% yet discovered. Getting halfway towards 0.1%. Not bad going for 4 years of exploration, eh? Ah, look, one of my favourite views. Let's have a bit of a look there. So what I like about Barnard's Loop is it's a conjunction of so many different nebula. We got Running Man Nebula here, Barnard's Loop itself, the Horsehead Nebula, the Orion Nebula, and a whole bunch of other, smaller nebula inside. Very densely packed. More to the point, handcrafted regional nebulas, which is one of the reasons I really do like it. Yeah, DJ, the servers are working well today, at least for me. A surprise, Wesley. Professor Sad, what I'd really like to see in the next expansion would be atmospheric planets. Been waiting for that for a very, very long time. It's the thing I've most wanted ever since Elite Dangerous was announced. Whether or not it happens, who knows, and if it does happen, hopefully not too long away. Getting closer there. Still 10 jumps, but halfway. Not too bad going. So it's well worth this jump. I know that some of you are probably wondering about all the jumps. Let's just get to the destination, but Barnard's Loop is a really nice location. It's well worth the visit, and of course we got the new graphics updates in Chapter 4, and it's worth going there just for that. So Stefico, we're going to try the new probes and the scanner once we get to Barnard's Loop, which is not too far away now, about 8 jumps. The reason I want to head that way is because we're going to get a nice look at some of the new visuals. Haven't played that for a while, shame on by, but I have put a lot of hours into that. Very nice game. I'll probably go back to it at some point. Mr. Sea Dots, I don't think they'll nerf exploration. I'd be very surprised if they do. Yeah, 6A fuel scoop, Chozo, or 6B at the very least. Oh, I was well in bed by that time, DJ. We streamed for 3 hours yesterday here. Basically 3 hours of loading screens and looking at old videos and talking with chat, which was nice. But unfortunately, I didn't get in the game for more than about 20 minutes. So let's have a look at that. Fuel scoop, since people were wondering. A 6B fuel scoop. I like No Man's Sky. Greedy. Mr. Sea Darts, Frontier very rarely nerf anything that makes around about 100 million in an hour or so. So unless you can make 100 million or 150 million an hour from exploration, I'll still be surprised and disappointed if Frontier nerf it. Oh, Lazy Caruso, there'd be plenty to discover and map in Barnard's Loop. I'm not too fussed about that. It's my favourite area in the game, and there's literally dozens, maybe hundreds of star systems out there, so I'll be surprised if I don't find something we can map there, but yeah, thanks for the thought there. And we're getting closer here, at last. Hopefully the stream's alright. Robert? Everyone else having issues with the stream, or is it fine for you all? Yeah, there is that, DJ. That's why I'm not overly disappointed. I was just saying that if there was only one particular system I would like to have got my name as first mapped by, it would have been that system. But you make a good point. Yeah, so if anyone's having trouble with the stream, just refresh. I see a lot of people dropping off, so I assume there are some issues going on there somewhere. It doesn't seem to be this end. I'm still getting a good health marker for the stream. So if you've got issues, just refresh. How's it going over on Twitch? Yep, people saying it's good on Twitch, so quality there is no problem. Not sure what's going on with YouTube. Ah, good. So, yeah, refreshing the YouTube stream seems to be fixing it for people. Yeah, we're getting there. More of a direct route this time. It's the first time I've actually approached Barnard's Loop from this direction for a very long time. I'm not sure if that's down to the jump range of my ship or the fact some of these permit locks have been lifted. Yep, exactly. Spring stuff. All the FSS scanning is mapped to my gamepad, not my HOTAS. Yeah, thank you, DJ. Hopefully we'll make a partnership this month over on Twitch. Gonna keep at it. Yeah, the FFS scanner, as some people like to call it. We're nearly there. 3 more jumps, we're getting there. I don't know, Gaku, whether the permit locks have been lifted or not. Code 70 is still locked. But I could plot a direct route to Barnard's Loop from the inhabited systems, which we couldn't do previously. So something certainly changed. Was Brest the permit locked at one point? I'm not sure. So, Evil, I'm playing on the PC right now, but it's also available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox. And yes, there's a physical copy of the game for consoles. Oh, we're nearly there. One more jump. And we're right inside a nebula inside a nebula. It's one of the reasons I like it here. Yeah, the consoles do have a disc, Robert. At least they used to. So, Chozo, I'm not sure if it's still available, but there was a physical copy of Elite on PC that was available from the Frontier store of Elite Dangerous. It might still be there, I don't know, but I've got myself a copy of that. And we're here at last. So what we should see now... Hey there, GTX Ola. Yep, I go live quite often. Glad to see you here. Oh, look, these ones quite close to the star. Now, it actually looks really nice when you see these clouds up close to a star, or a sun, in this case. Hopefully this is close enough to give you an example of what I'm hoping to see. Yeah, it was really nice, Bejinxed. It was great to be asked that as well. Possible DJ. DG. Right. Shifting a bit too fast there. I play on the PlayStation 4 version, Reaper. I do like it. Not playing on the PS4 right here though, as most of my videos are done from the PC version. Right, what have we got here? Okay, not quite as vividly coloured as I was hoping for. It kind of looks like I've got night vision on, have I? Yeah, I don't know when I'll switch that on. Elite, I do believe there's going to be a round table discussion on Friday, but unfortunately I won't be a part of it. I'm taking a step away from round table for a little while. I've got a bunch of other commitments I need to keep up with, unfortunately, so the round table discussions certainly aren't stopping. Yamix and the other guys are keeping up with them. It's just I'm not going to be around for them for a little while. Ah, here we go, some slightly brighter colours. This is what I was hoping for. So you can see how, as you're flying through these clouds, these Lagrange clouds, you sometimes go through shadowed areas and lighter areas. That's because they illuminate themselves and you see self-shadowing on them. But still no life forms around here. I've got to say, this does feel like one step closer to flying around in atmospheres. At least in terms of the visuals. And that's what I wanted to show, what the suns look like when looked at through the Lagrange clouds. And look at the shadows coming off the crystals there. Oh, we've got to crash into that crystal. Oh, come on, fly past that crystal. We've got a nice camera angle here. Bop. That was a bit risky. I should have jumped back into the ship, really. Right, let's have a look at this crystal here. Rubeous metallic crystal. So still the same as before. Very dark here. Yeah, it would have been a shame to explode, wouldn't it, as we got all this way out to Barnard's Loop. Yeah, we've been... I thought I'd give you all a laugh, why not? Although it would have been terrible if we'd exploded there. Yeah, down to 46%. We were down to 60-odd% from some strange electrical phenomena attacking us. Look at the shadow being cast here. I'm not sure what's casting that. There's like a black spot over here in the distance. I'm gonna fly toward it. We'll see. We can find out what's causing this shadow. Maybe it's just a dark cluster of gases here in the cloud. Whoa, getting dark here. Very cloud-like. Volumetric clouds, eh? One of the things I've really wanted to see. It's one of the reasons I've wanted atmospheric planets, actually. Fly around in those sort of clouds. Okay, so there wasn't actually anything inside. Inside the clouds. How odd. Let's get that night vision off anyway. Perfect moment for a screenshot here, I think. You'll probably see me use this on a thumbnail or two in the future. Asp in front of things. Always. Yeah, let's not try and crash the ship again though this time. Yeah, Kit there, you can stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It just depends on what you're doing on Twitch. I'm not a partner nor an affiliate, so Twitch don't really care how I stream to there. If I was an affiliate, I wouldn't be able to stream to both. If you're an affiliate, you can only stream to Twitch. If you're a partner, you can do both. So as I'm neither at the moment, I can still do both, and I'm currently aiming for partner, not affiliate. Affiliates, for some reason, aren't allowed to multi-stream or restream. Right, let's head over to the other cloud here and see what happens. Ricky, Frontier haven't confirmed what's next for Elite Dangerous, just that the next update is a paid one and that it's in the works. They also haven't really actually confirmed it's coming out in 2019, although I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. No, I haven't studied anything RN, I just picked it up over time. But thank you. So we'll see if this one is actually going to be a different colour. It's up very close to the star as well, so we should get some nice visual. What I was hoping for is to find some alien entities in these ones, but I suspect those are probably a bit further away from the bubble, maybe at a different region. Ah, here we go. So more of a yellowy type cloud here. I've seen very, very vivid yellow ones in beta, so this isn't quite as visually striking as those, but certainly casting a nice hue on the ship. Yeah, fuel life does run out, evil, but you can refuel from stars just by flying around them. Where's the sun? There we go. I should start getting occluded by the cloud any moment now. So some of this footage I'm actually, as well as streaming, I'm capturing footage at the moment as well. So in the coming days you'll see some of this used in videos, no doubt. So the spires are crystal structures. We don't know much more about them beyond that. We'll have a look in the codex in a moment just to see what it actually says about them. Yeah, that could almost be mistaken for being above the clouds on a planet, couldn't it? There we go. Yeah, including the crash. Why not? Right, but no life forms here. Let's have a look where they're situated at then. Codex time again. So xenological. Would that be... Would it be listed under? Perhaps not. This seems to be all Thargoid related stuff and Guardian related stuff. Actually, how does it tell us about the Guardians? These constructs were created by the Guardians to defend sites of importance. They are still fully functional, despite being several million years old. Guardian interceptors. Interceptors Cyclops, Basilisk, Medusa, Hydra, and a shipwreck. That's not what we're looking for. Yeah, Ketchner, it's a massive change for the game. I'm personally very happy with it. Ah, organic structures. Right, so we do have some things around here. We've seen the solid mineral spheres today. Lattice mineral spheres, we haven't seen those. Collared pods. And gourd mollusks. Let's have a look where these are. And Triffid sector, I don't know how far away that is. Long way from where I am. Yeah, very long way from where I am. Triffid sector. Triffid sector. Too far away for today then. What else have we got? The gourd mollusks. I think that's a bit closer. Close to where the Guardians are. I don't know, 1800 light years. Well, we won't go there, seeing as we've just done a 1,000 light year journey on the stream. Maybe that's a bit closer. 243 light years. Yeah, we can manage that. Right. That's actually inside a planetary nebula as well, a spirograph nebula, which is a planetary nebula. What happens when stars die? Right, so what's the choices at the moment then, I think, is to head to the Spirograph Nebula. Yeah, let's go there. Well, actually, no. We go there in a moment. So we want to look at the gourd mollusks in the Spirograph Nebula, but we come all this way. So what we're going to do now is head inside the Orion Nebula and Barnard's Loop. Where should we go? So over here, we got one of my favourite nebula in the entire game. Horsehead Nebula. And from somewhere like here, we can get a pretty darn good view of it. We're going to go over that way. Yep, that's it. So it shouldn't take us too long there. It's only about 5 or 6 jumps. And we'll have a look at the Horsehead Nebula, which is absolutely gorgeous nebula. We'll look at it in the new colours. And en route, we'll probably stop off a few times and check out the new exploration scanner, just to see if we can find anything that hasn't yet been seen. Hey Manuel. Ah, you logged off in the Spirograph Nebula. Did you see the mollusks? Yeah, so red's all. Some nebula are procedurally generated, but the nebula in Barnard's Loop are all handcrafted. So very much not copy and paste here. With the exception of the Messier and the Running Man Nebula perhaps are procedural. But the rest around here are handcrafted. Yeah, so Galnet Audio, I don't know what happened to that one. Right, let's do a bit of discovery. So yeah, I'm using the Xbox Patio as I mentioned. I need to calibrate it, the old Discovery Blast. Might find that there's not much here. So yeah, the system's 83% complete already. Looks like there's a gas giant around here. So what I like about the spectral analysis is that you get a very, very quick overview of what's in the system. There we go. And listen to that. Every planet's got its own unique sound. let's carry on then. Nothing here that we are too much interested in. Maybe we'll find something in a bit. So, Fantic, the engineering on the DSS actually make the probe so that they have 30% better coverage on the planets. So we're going to stop and explore here as well. Looking at the orbital lines, it looks like there's a good number of things here. Some of them already discovered though. So one thing that's new about Chapter 4 is that discoveries are shared. So that when other people have found things, they also populate your own galaxy map. So previously you used to have to buy this sort of system data and before you had it, but if someone else has already explored it and sold that data, then you automatically get it for yourself. And we can have a look at the orrery map here as well. Got two, oh no, I'll say two planets close to each other there, but they're closely linked by. So Running Man sector, not mapped. So what we'd do is head over to that planet, very close, we'll map it quickly. Oh, we didn't get the correct body selected there, did we? Let's go for that one. Yeah, the Great Phantom's a very fine ship, Manuel. So what I'm doing here is heading over to this planet and I'm going to do a surface scan of it. Just so we can get potentially get a mapped by tag. I think is it this one I'm heading towards? This one here. It doesn't tell us anything about surface features, unfortunately, on the orrery map. I'm not planning on creating a squadron at the moment, no. Genovial. Hello there, Tensuka. No, we haven't got it. We haven't got it in a fire group because we've not done any planetary probing. There we go. Need to get a bit closer. That's a great find, Temsuka. Yeah, Muriton, paying too much attention to too many different things here. Right, we're getting close enough here in a minute to be able to do a surface scan. Alright, let's see how many we can do this in. That's 5, I reckon. Probably not enough. Yeah, we should have sent a couple more to the front. Oh no, we might make it with the efficiency target there. Yes, we did. 5 probes. Not bad. Right. Is this a landable world? Was the only thing. I didn't check that. No, I don't think it is. That's good enough. Let's move on. Only a few fractions of a light second, Temsuki. You don't need to be too far away. You don't need to be too close either, so... Yeah, 10 overall. One of the reasons I don't want to do a squadron is simply because it limits my options of the squadrons I can then join. And plus, I suspect 500 might not be enough, large enough. The other option, or the other problem, is that I spend most of my time solo. So it'd be unfair because I wouldn't be involved or wouldn't be having time to arrange group activities, and I just won't be around to administrate and run the squadron. So for me at least, it's at the moment. Maybe that'll change in time, but I do like to keep close with my community, which is why I set up a Discord server, and I'm regularly on the Discord server. I'm there every day. Got a great community over there. Yeah, coming in on 4,000 members, I think, on Discord. So if you want to come in along over there and have a chat with us all, you're very much welcome. Love to see you there. Oh, wrong button. We don't want that one. Right, so another system that's already explored by other people. But again, none of them are actually mapped. So this one here, been a landable body, I think. I'm going to map it. No, great, Jesse Bob. I'm glad it helped. Yeah, another one here. So, actually, before we go over that way, what I'm more interested in is whether or not it's got any surface features. And we can do that from here without having to waste our time flying over there. So no surface locations on that planet. And no surface locations on that planet. And that's it, isn't it? Nope, a couple more here. None there. So we're looking for fumaroles and things like that. Maybe some other life forms. Might find some pumpkins or bark mounds or something. No volcanism, no surface features. Come on, there must be some surface features somewhere around here. Literally none. Most of these aren't landable anyway, so probably got something to do with it. suspect there's one more planet I've missed somewhere. I wonder where that one is. So we've got 11 out of 12 bodies detected. There's another one around here, probably there. There we go.
System scan complete.
Okay, so no surface locations at all here.
Cannot comply.
So if the system's already explored, Teo, when you jump into it, you don't need to do any sort of scan at all. It'll simply already be revealed for you, as this one was for me when I jumped in. I haven't checked the exploration payouts personally, Orange, so I can't answer that. I think we're nearly to our destination there. So yeah, we should get an example here. If someone's already explored this system where we're jumping to, which is possible. Nope, it says unexplored, so this one, it doesn't look like anyone's explored this one before. But yeah, Tequila, simply because there's no other planets here to find anyway. At this point, the entirety of Barnard's Loop would be explored. I'd be very surprised if we come across an undiscovered system here. So Temsuka, I'm in Barnard's Loop. That's the horseshoe-shaped nebula you can see from inside the bubble. Yeah, loads of stuff to find out here ahead. We've been looking at some of the stuff in stream, and there's whole loads of different clouds to find. We found some strange crystal structures. There's also other life forms out here to find. I haven't tried building a crate phantom yet. Man. Now we got a black hole here. First mapped by Bloody Nutter. What's not first mapped by Bloody Nutter? Okay, so the reason I wanted to come out this way was to look at... Let's see if we can find it. Look at the Horsehead Nebula. Somewhere around here. 2 stars and a black hole here somewhere. That in itself makes it a pretty interesting system. Where's that Horsehead Nebula? Ah, there it is. Not the best angle to see it from, unfortunately. I haven't got a squadron, Teo. But... yeah, do come to the Discord. The link's in the video description. Right, let's... Requires unknown permit. Unfortunately. Let's just try this at a slightly different angle. Oh, thank you very much, Matt Presley. Appreciate that, both the comment and the donation there. Thank you. Right, so we still can't get really nice views of the Horsehead Nebula here, unfortunately. Can we go to that one? A bit too far away. We can try it perhaps. Okay, we'll just try it from that angle. Ah, Ketchner, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say as well. Thanks a lot. Yep, Matthew, the game's been very stable today. Looking for a... There we go. A slightly better view of the Horsehead Nebula. Absolutely lovely nebula, I think, the Horsehead Nebula. I just wish we could get closer to it. Back in the very, very early days of Elite, we could get up very, very close to that nebula. Unfortunately, we no longer can, due to the permit locks. And I saw via Parallax there's a planet over here. What have we got over here? So a few planets in this area. Yeah, I think we won't worry about that too much. Right then, I think that is where we're going to leave it today. I've got a couple of other things I need to be heading off and getting done. I did want to have a look at the mollusks, which are right nearby, but I'll either do that in another live stream or we'll do that in a video. But the mollusks, you can see here on the codex, they're right in the Spirograph Nebula, so not too far away from the inhabited bubble, and certainly pretty close to my current location. And it's inside a planetary nebula, which is a beautiful location to boot. So, yeah, we're going to go out there in the future, not too long. Like I say, either a video or a live stream, I guess. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. It's been great seeing you all here.